projects, as I think most of the projects have already completed. So that's a brief overview of the July financial information.
Mr. Chairman, on the 200,000 spay and neuter, we're going to complete the process today of allocating the funding. We only included it because the board had previously said that
We approved that before, didn't we, last year?
You said you would approve it, so we put that in there, but there's some public hearing requirements that we've already met.
Yep.
And a public hearing notice today and the action item that will actually complete the process, and so that's why it's in your financials.
And it's not actually an expenditure, it's just a committed amount in the fund
Right,
balance.
That's correct. The phase 2 of the park,
Couple of components. One was the amphitheater, which was removed.
okay,
Remember from,
yep,
the only part that was remaining was the all-inclusive playground.
Okay.
Because when we're not for bids, initially on the trail, we didn't have enough funding to complete both.
that was a lot.
So what we did was we went ahead and constructed the trail in-house.
Okay.
And it's about a mile long, so I don't know if most of you have seen it or not, but,
Okay.
and so the only part that's remaining is just, the phase 2 of the project is the all-inclusive playground.
Do you think you'll go out for bid again on that?
One that we probably can't do in-house.
Okay.
Because it's specialized, equipment that you need, yeah, we don't have that expertise to do that.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can build sidewalks, we can build streets, drainage, but we can't do that kind of construction.
I have a question about the statement of revenue, and this is just my curiosity. On the current year-to-date, sales tax is 1,800,000, and the interest on investment is 335. I'm just wondering where the money's invested that you get an 18% return.
Well, so that's just the revenue that we've gotten for the year to date, but we actually have
Interest,
deposits of about 5.7 million.
well, because it says interest on investment, 335. Right?
Right,
So am I misunderstanding that the interest on,
The budget.
Okay,
For the upcoming fiscal year.
okay. So that's item agenda 5. Any last question?
Provided notice in the paper for 60 days. We also provided notice in the paper for today's public hearing and the action that was gonna be taken today. In your packet is an executive summary that estimates the total number of spay and neuters that we can, that we are anticipating to do. For dogs, we anticipate 603 spays. That's approximately 1,213 spays and neuters that we can do. And it would only be used for the animal shelter. Dogs are adopted. A mobile clinic to actually conduct spay neuters in there.
Okay,
But the vet eventually turned down and left the valley. So that went away. And then we eventually took over the operations.
just asking these questions in case,
This will be done by a local vet in town.
And if I remember correctly, I think that it came to the board from the Harlan
Or
Genetic.
that the Humane Society had presented, but then we decided to go to 200, and so the board said yes, so we can come back for some more if you like.
I think it'd be a good idea
Well, I
to
see
see
a lot of big
how
problems, so.
successful.
Obviously, they have to be a Harlingen resident.
Sure.
That would take their animal there, get a voucher, and then take it to the veterinarian that we use to do that.
So I think that was kind of the spirit behind all of it.
What's
Yeah,
the
the
vet
spay, right?
services for the spay neuter?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it includes everything.
We would hope so, yeah. I mean,
What was, I didn't hear the question?
So it includes the services for the vet too?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all it's for.
It's only for
The
that.
Oh, it's
services-
only for the vet.
It's only for the vet
For them
do
to
the spay and neuter.
conduct the procedure.
And then whatever he needs, equipment or,
No, we're not gonna buy any of that.
So it's for private vets to do
okay.
it.
Of course, number's gonna vary because we're also gonna do cats, but the larger cost is for dogs.
and is the price pretty competitive? I don't have pets.
I think that's pretty
The
we-
fair.
we
the
actually-
190 and the 140.
The vet actually gave us a discount when we met with her for this, so they actually charge the public a little bit more than they would us. So that's why we're able to get so many done.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
so you're saying that you're gonna come back later and ask for more money for
To-
for the residents, right?
For
That's-
for those that already have pets and dogs that aren't spay or neutered, right?
Okay, I get it.
I think
get
it's
it.
a good idea, and like I said, there wasn't additional monies back then to do that, but now there is, and I think it's something to entertain, but not right now.
Well, that would, yeah, that would
Yeah.
fall under community improvement. I mean, I think I don't think anybody would argue that, so.
Right.
But for today, this is really just for something we discussed in a previous meeting, and, any more questions, concerns, comments that anybody has? So let's go ahead, let me see if I can get a motion. A motion to approve the $200,000 for the spay and neuter program for the Harlingen Animal Shelter. Can I get a motion?
I
We have
second.
one. Can I get a second? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Good news, it sounds unanimous. So let's go to action item B, consideration and possible action to approve the Harlingen Community Improvement Board budget for fiscal year 2024-2025. We got Robert coming back. Thank you.
Good evening.